Hey guys, back on here with Attack on TCG. Got Jimmy here once again with another amazing deck profile. I actually like this Surge one he has. He's going off the blue-green Piccolo engine. Well, not engine, but the leader. It's a really fun deck. So Jimmy, take it away.
All right. So Piccolo draws a ton because when you start your turn, you get to look at the top card. If you don't like it, pitch it at the bottom. If you do like it, you can draw it. Wake and Surge, pitch a blue and a green card under him, draw 3, flip him over. And on the backside, he is incredible. So activate main/battle. If my life is at 3 or less, I can choose 1 card under this, place it in my drop area. Then I can choose either 2 cards in my opponent's hand and have them place them in their warp, or choose a blue-green multicolor card in my drop area, negate its energy exhaust, and charge it. So he enables a lot of plays. There's other cards in here that is hand destruction based, so it's just a great leader. Starting off, I run a 1-of the new Kaioken Son Goku Returns. Revive blue green. You can KO this card, and if a battle card with energy cost 6 or less attacks, you can negate the attack. So this is great against the baby matchup with Heartfelt Plea, because you can plop this out, KO it when they attack, revive it, and then KO it again. I haven't played this in a matchup. I haven't had a baby matchup, so it's there, but I haven't played it yet. Got energy exhaust 17s. Their energy exhaust. I did actually play this against one matchup. It was a rival-based matchup, just to keep getting rid of their combos. Other than that, this is always being pitched to the energy. It's turn 1 mulligan most of the time. Defending Father Paragus, best super combo in the game. Draw 2, warp 1. Not much to say about it. I run a 1-of Unyielding Trunks because I can only run 1. This is for pitching under the leader, untapping, or for my arrival in the deck. Can't run more than 1. Wish I could.
Lay this out, my friend.
Run a Heavy Kick Krillin. I couldn't think of another blue card to run in the deck. So he's basically a super combo that you don't get to draw off of if you have a multicolor energy. But it's just more blue fodder in general. Run 4 Senzu Bean. For negates, run 3 Shocking Death Ball. Leader card is green, negate the attack, KO 2 or less. Run 4 Dimension Magic, negate the attack, untap 2 blue energy. Blue-green, 2 best negates for that color. Run 2 Hidden Potential. This card is insane. Counterplay, a 4 or less goes to the drop instead of being played, and I get to untap a blue-green energy. This is great. I played against Bulma Hide Mastery. I was able to hit their Path to Greatness. Kept him from playing the game at all. So I might bump this up to 3, but I like 2 at the moment. Another counterplay, Vegeta the Cruel. Plays for 2 on your opponent's turn. You KO a 4 or less, and then they choose 1 card from the hand and send to their warp. Card's insane. There's not a lot of 4-drops you want to hit in this current meta, but if you see one, plop this out. For Awakening, I run Newfound Power Son Gohan. It's another green card. I thought about doing 2 and 2 with Gohan and Awakening Talent Pan, but I couldn't find Pan when I was building the deck, so I played 4 Gohan. Your leader effect only triggers on 3 life, so you have to get yourself down, and if your opponent's not, this is the only way to do it. So for the main package of the deck, I run 3 Maiden Attendants as a consistency booster. You draw a lot, you see a lot of cards, so this is most of the time just energy or being pitched under the leader, but it's still very good as a consistency booster. And 1 more, as a small tech, I play the free Maiden Blocker. If I have a Universe 2, he comes out for free. This is mainly for the Android 21 matchups. I did not see one today, but you drop this gets the Summoning Sickness, and then you can go on with the rest of your turn. I did play this at 3, but I took it out for Hidden Potential. And for the main package, Girl Warrior Ribrianne, or Brina de Chateau. Barrier 10k, when you drop her, you search top 7 for Maiden Squadron and add it to your hand. Your main target is going to be the girl Ribrianne. When she evolves over top of Brina de Chateau, you KO a card, and the second auto you don't ever proc it because you don't run the other cards in the deck. But then bigger girl Ribrianne, she X evolves for 1 on top of a 5 or more. Double strike, when you evolve on top of Maiden Squadron leader Ribrianne, you get to untap, so you can swing, get a 25k attack, and then pop this out. And when the card attacks, you choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's hand and place them in the drop area. So adding to the hand destruction, you drop 2 here and then activate battle in the same turn and make your opponent drop an additional 2. It's not anything like Slug, but dropping 4 cards in a turn is not ideal in most matchups. More hand destruction. 17, the Infernal Machine. Double strike, he cannot be negated, and when you play this card, you may choose 2 cards in your hand, place them in the drop area. If you do so, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and places them in the drop area. So this is one of my finishers. If Ribrianne isn't able to do it, I can play him out next turn and go for a game with him. Not being able to be negated is really, really good. I run 2 Android 21, a Bad Omen. This has been the MVP today, mainly because I pitched this card under my leader, and my opponent doesn't really pay attention to it. But then I place this card in the drop area from the activate main or battle or whatever I'm doing, and then I choose the option of pitching this to my energy. So I could do this on turn 3, pitch this under Awaken Surge, activate, place it in the drop area, place some energy, tap 4, play her out, and she burns a life. I won 2 games today doing just that. I don't think I would add more because I only want to see 1, and if it's in my hand, it's clogging, especially if I've already awakened. And last card, SS4 Vegeta. It's SS4 Vegeta, double strike, critical, triple attack. It's dumb. It's good. Another option, if you don't have this, but you happen to have the Secret Rare Broly, you can run that in case your 7-drop gets popped, and then you can play out the Broly off of that. It's another option, but it's a little bit more finicky. I feel like this is a safer option overall, especially because you can pitch this under your leader if you need to, as a blue or green card. But that's it for the deck. I'm probably gonna make a few changes to it, but I'm really enjoying this leader. This is my favorite of the leaders that have released from the Surge stuff. I think the cards from the pack are really good and can make some pretty interesting things. Other than that, that's it.
Awesome. Thanks, Jimmy. And I don't think I said earlier, but he tied for 3rd actually with this deck.
Yeah, tied for 3rd.
Really fun from the looks of it. And then he get a chance to play against you. And since you did mention I did not play 21 today, just want to point out, if I would have, you have some weird tokens, but we'll get into that later. Like always, guys, leave a comment, like, whatever it is you need to do. Let us know what your feedback is, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And anything you want us to see us make, put it in the comments as well. Since he's not here today, fluff out.